We are live. What's up, everybody?
Hey, everyone. Sorry.
No, go ahead. It's your show. I'm just here.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just.
Nope, go ahead.
Who are you?
Hey, everyone. I'm Amazing Amanda. It is so good to be here on this rainy Thursday late afternoon. I guess it's not really afternoon anymore. It's evening, isn't it?
It's more like an evening, yes. So thank you to all of you that are joining us. I didn't post this on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. We were just gonna make it live.
Yes.
And can you all hear us first of all?
I didn't post this.
That's me. That's me. Sorry about that. That's on me. Yes. Apparently you can hear us. So
yes, wonderful.
How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. We decided to do this because we kind of want to take our minds off of things and help you all take your mind off things.
It's funny though, because he says that, but the thing we're going to talk about today is how this COVID-19 or coronavirus is affecting some of the things that we all love, and that is movies and TV shows, particularly movies.
Okay. So
even though he said we're just gonna take our minds off it, I guess
we're gonna take our minds off. We don't have to talk about the cause of the cause and effect. We just talk about the effect.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
All right. So
we don't need to talk about the cause because we're not doctors. So
we're not.
No.
I've played one before though.
You did
at Halloween parties and stuff. So yes, we're gonna talk about theaters, movie theaters. What's going on?
Yeah. So I mean, as we all know, a lot of stuff has happened. It's kind of snowball effect, right? So first, once the COVID-19 really had come into the United States and we started seeing a lot of increase or uptake in cases, MGM had announced they were closing, or they were delaying No Time to Die, which is the James Bond film.
And that was the first.
That was the first one here in the U.S.
Right.
That was delayed. Now theirs is only till November 2020. So it wasn't too bad. But now, since then, we've had a lot of other ones follow suit. For anyone who actually cared about Peter Rabbit 2. I don't know why they just didn't put this straight to streaming, but Sony pushed that to August. And then John Krasinski announced Quiet Place 2. I think that was a big one for a lot of people too. Has been delayed with no scheduled release date. So they might be doing a wait and see.
So just until further notice.
Yes, until further notice.
Welcome everybody. Thank you all for joining us last minute. So I'm glad you got your Uncanny X-Force, Eric. Hopefully it comes down. Always a good day when Near Mint is live. Thanks, Phil. Thank you, Phil.
It is a very good day. Both Omar and I needed to be around some people for a second.
Yeah. We still have
the social distance. We're still maintaining that, but at the same time, we needed to interact.
We needed human interaction.
My team meetings via Zoom conferencing just don't cut it for me, guys.
Is this episode brought to them by Zoom?
This episode is brought to you by Zoom.
Don't use that word again. So
they're offering some free stuff too right now. Okay. Anyways, so we had Quiet Place 2 delayed. That was a big deal. Then Fast and the Furious 9.
Oh, this is a good question. Amanda, you back? What?
I've been doing a little stuff here and there as my time allows.
Yeah, she's
more like a guest.
Yes,
like a guest host.
Like a special
guest.
Special guest.
I'll say guest, yeah.
I would leave it a guest.
Yeah.
Leave it a guest.
So I've been doing a little bit of that, especially now with me being stuck inside. I've had a lot of time to catch up on reading comics I haven't been able to read, things like that.
Can we talk about this though? Can we talk about this?
Yes.
New Mutants.
We were gonna get to
Disney. We're getting there.
Because Disney obviously had a lot of stuff coming out, and so they were kind of the last to follow suit. First with Mulan, then with New Mutants, which I feel so bad for that cast, the director, everyone involved, because at this point, just put it on Hulu. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Just release it so we can see this.
Hulu? You mean Disney Plus, right? Why would you even go the Hulu route?
Because of the content. It wouldn't be, I don't think whatever New Mutants is,
I'm sorry, Escape from Witch Mountain is on Disney Plus.
Yeah, but
you think this is going to be scarier than that?
I think, yes. Just for Disney's sake, Escape from Witch Mountain, I think it'll be on Hulu if they ever put it.
I can't wait for New Mutants to come out when my grandkids are born.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll see
if someone can find us a copy.
That. All right.
Never mind.
All right. So then Mulan got pushed, and I know that broke your heart.
Not yours,
not mine, because
you couldn't see. Yeah, they don't have
a dragon. I'm sorry.
The songs.
What is Mulan without
Donny Osmond?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. the whitewashed cast on the back end. Okay.
Whoa.
And then
use those words. Okay.
Yeah, and then of course the final nail in the coffin was Black Widow for me, getting pushed back.
Black Widow, right?
Yes. Again, we do not have a release date on that. They also pushed some other films. Antlers.
Hashtag no Mushu, no Omar. That's
correct.
Right.
He's not going to be there. I'm going to tell him that.
Amanda is back to save us. Okay. Guys, she's a guest, not a special guest or a savior.
Wait a minute.
Let's
I'm a
calm
special
down.
guest.
All right. Let's calm down.
I'm like a freelancer now. No, I don't, because I ever could do this show. But anyway, what other movies? The Personal History of David Copperfield, The Woman in the Window. Those are all, I think they were Fox movies that Disney then acquired. They all have been pushed back as far as their release as well, but no certain date.
So then let's talk about some of these movies that instead of being pushed back or have only been in the movie theaters for about a week, what's happening to them?
Yes.
Like the Invisible Man.
So that's all NBC Universal, right? So Invisible Man, The Hunt, which is that controversial film where the liberals hunt conservatives, that whole thing, which is not the way it sounds. It actually apparently is supposed to be really good.
I haven't heard about this movie.
I know he's being facetious. I'm not going to respond to that. That and then Emma, those are all going to be released on demand early. So I think by tomorrow for like a $19.99 rental, which is kind of expensive for a rental, but I get it. They're trying to.
But no. But think about it this way, though. You, and my two brothers, your husband, my wife, we all go to the movie theater. How much are we going to spend, right? Each, right?
Yeah.
We're talking.
If we go to Georgetown movie theater,
we don't need to tell. We don't need to tell details.
Yeah. If we go,
but I mean,
to
in
a
all
major
seriousness,
city,
but if you get like four or five friends together, each of you all. Except me, because unless you got friends like me, is a cheap ass. Like, you got me, Amanda. You got this, Amanda. Okay.
Yeah, I usually get his ticket.
Okay,
not to forget either. Yes, Danny. I mentioned David Copperfield and Women. They've been pushed back, but as far as I'm aware, they haven't set any release dates for any of these films. Disney hasn't said.
What's up, Tim?
Hey, I was thinking
Black Widow.
I know.
No, I know. Everybody's upset about that. Me too.
I'm really upset about that.
Like, can we just have a spin-off TV series?
Yeah.
Amanda is a.
Thank you.
I never get comments like this. Usually comments I get are like, Omar, when's this book gonna be released?
Yeah, but it's another cool thing.
Omar, I got something in the mail today, and I love you. Right back at you, pal. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so another cool thing that NBC Universal is doing too is with Trolls World Tour. For any of you who liked the first Trolls or have children like I do,
my friend works in that studio, so you should all go see it or stay home and see it.
Well, concurrently, when they release it, they're still planning on releasing it. What is it? April 10th, I think, is when it comes out. They plan on also.
I feel the love.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So when they're releasing it on April 10th, they're also going to be releasing on digital. So that's another thing that they're trying out.
Okay, Derek, good point. Not allowed to get friends together to watch. All right. You know what, dude? Here's what you're going to do. Amanda buys it, and she holds up her phone the entire time so I can enjoy it, and then all the goofy parts can be drowned by her laughter.
Yeah, all we got to do is ever get on Zoom conferencing. I can share my screen on my computer.
Netflix.
And we can all watch it together.
Apparently you can do that. What did Maddie tell me? Discord. This thing called
Discord. You can do that too. Right? So we can all have a group watch party of Trolls World Tour if you want to.
Everybody's so excited to see you. Look at that,
yeah.
Amanda. No Lovebirds the movie. I don't even know what's Lovebirds the movie. Oh, that's the movie you were excited about.
Oh yeah, with Kunal Nanjiani. Oh, and Issa Rae. I was really excited for that film too.
All right, I'm leaving that up the rest of the night.
No, you're not.
That up. Looks like the Spider-Man Omnibus is pushed back. You're right. April 1st, I believe, is when it's coming back. So you guys are awesome. No, all of you all are awesome for joining us last minute.
You for last minute.
Really.
We're so kind of shocked that you guys are
I'm surprised there's more than like Philip Evans. Is Philip Evans even here?
No, Philip Evans hasn't showed up yet.
I've never seen the Trolls in my entire life. Dude, what you need to do is watch Trolls 2 and then go watch Best Worst Movie Ever, the documentary. And I know we're not talking about those Trolls movies.
We're not talking about
those movies are amazing. The first Troll movie that Harry Potter, like the character's name was Harry Potter.
Yes.
In Trolls 1, the 80s movie. Oh, geez, dude. See, and that's
for good.
Yeah, because what we were talking about,
they don't have the capital to maintain it through the shutdown.
I'm gonna hate hearing all these horror stories about comic book shops closing.
Yeah, because
He is a producer. Now he's a lead producer over there. He started off doing storyboards at DreamWorks Animation. He did Boss Baby. He did Boss Baby. It's Amanda. Hey, you guys just want to get it out of the way, just everybody, so I can stop. Okay, good.
Okay, Shy Warrior.
New Spider-Man 3 title reveal.
He sent me that same meme, and I said, I'm okay with that.
That's not real.
Okay, Shy Warrior said, what other films you Wonder Woman, that release date, when is that supposed to be was that supposed to be in May as well, or is that
There's a reason why I have Amanda on the show, because what I know of comics, she knows of movies without looking things up. So let's see that brain work. Amanda, when does Wonder Woman release?
Well, that's June. I am hoping they try to do a wait and see and wait till we get closer to the time before they push it back. Mainly because I have a Disney trip the same time period, so I'm still waiting and seeing that maybe
I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that for you. I hope you got insurance. There we go. Hi, Amanda from Justin Page.
So I think they might play wait and see on that.
My baby's mama's husband works at Pixar. That's what's up.
That's beautiful.
That brings me some misty eyes.
So it comes out at the beginning of June. So it's right there on that cusp where they could decide to push it back, but they may roll the dice and see what happens. I'm thinking they may roll the dice, see what happens the next month, and then they may make the decision to push it back before they start all of the early press and things like that. Really, when that stuff gets underway. Because, I mean, think about it. Right now, they can't do much press for anything with half the late night shows have closed down. Instead, we're getting, Stephen Colbert in his bathtub on YouTube, because that's about
I watched that.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I watched it. So
Amanda is going to Disney World, right?
Yeah, I'm going to Disney World.
But she was, not anymore.
No,
she's
we don't know.
She's staying at home. I'm just saying, she's going to be doing a lot more near mid-condition.
It was the perfect vacation I planned to.
Because her luck, let me tell you her luck. Right now, what's going to happen, the sirens are going to go off and say, everybody's on quarantine, and she's going to be stuck with my ass, and we're going to murder each other.
Yep.
No
one's going to feed my dogs and my cat, and they're all going to be dead in my house by the time I get back.
Wow, this guy's really dark that you went with your dog and cat. All right.
Okay, so.
Stay safe, everyone. This is the message of the evening. Is really everybody. Stay safe and healthy.
And if you could stay away from Omar, stay away from Omar. Just quarantine yourself away from him.
Stay from Omar's what?
Stay away from Omar. Quarantine yourself away from him.
I'm not sick. What are you quit spreading rumors? What about Artemis Fowl? Was Artemis Fowl coming back?
He's talking about the movie that comes out.
There's a new movie of Artemis Fowl?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't know?
No, I didn't know. Thank you,
they had a trailer. Couple of trailers. I haven't heard anything about Artemis Fowl yet. But that's supposed to be in May, right? That's when that one's coming out. I don't know if
and the topic of this evening is the exact question.
Topic of
So do you think this is going to change how we get movies forever? And I'm gonna say something that I was thinking about as soon as I saw it, and that was Black Widow, right? They were like, we're not releasing Black Widow. And immediately my brain thought, okay, how long can they prolong that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, with New Mutants,
forever.
To Disney, it doesn't matter. They're like, whatever. We didn't even film this damn movie. But Black Widow needs to come out.
Yes.
So how long can they go? Let's say the quarantine or whatever lasts until June. I say by end of summer, they're like, screw it. We are releasing it on streaming media, whatever that may be, $20 or however much you pay.
Yes.
And if that movie does the numbers that it could have done opening day at the movie theater, I think we're going to see a big change in streaming media and day one for sure. You know how movies are released
that's if they decide to, but they have to go with but it's not going to make.
See, I love going to the theater, so I'm with you.
So are you saying they're just going to put on Disney Plus, or are they going to actually put it out on digital on demand where you could buy it like at the iTunes store for $20?
Yeah, something like that, digital on demand,
and see how much profit they get from
absolutely.
That. Mm-hmm. See, I don't think we'll see a change. So back in 1982, okay, I researched this.
I want to get back to that question. That is a wonderful question. She's gonna have to Google who John Candy is.
I know who John Candy is.
See what I'm look. I'll spend $20 on Black Widow. That is freaking Chris Farley. You're off the show. Wrong white fat guy.
I'm sorry.
You were supposed to.
He was in Home Alone.
No, he was not. He was in Uncle Buck.
John Candy was in Home Alone.
Don't do this. Don't.
Then who was the trumpeter? Who was the band that Catherine O'Hara drove home with? Someone answer
Home
me.
Alone 2? Was it?
No, Home Alone 1, when she needed to get back, and she's on the airplane, and he's like, his polka. Yes, his polka.
Okay. I thought you were thinking of Uncle Buck, which had Macaulay Culkin in it.
Well, yeah, but that's why he ended up in it. Okay, I watched.
Sorry about the derail. Sorry about that.
This
is a professional show. We shouldn't do that anymore. Okay, Uncle Buck. How did you meet your wife, Amanda?
We're not married.
No! Guys! Really?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
That you're too good looking for me.
That's true. Yes, Plane, Trains, and Automobiles is another one that I remember because it's Steve Martin. See, I do know some John Candy.
Okay, you know two. Good job. And I gave you the third one with Uncle Buck. So there you go. Now, what was your thing?
I lost my train of thought, guys.
Y'all got him stuck with that John Candy question.
What were we talking about before that? Black Widow. Okay, so here's what. Okay, so 1982. This is what I was getting at. So I did some research on this. In 1982, Jack Valenti, who is the head of the MPAA, the people who do the ratings for motion pictures.
Okay, Kyle just texted me saying, yes, he was. He got paid $0. He did it as a favor to John Hughes. Okay, I'm going to shut my mouth the rest of the episode. I'm sorry about that. All right. And they went in front of Congress and they did a congressional hearing about the dangers of the VCR technology, saying it would bring about the ruin of the movie industry. Since then, obviously, they have figured out ways to make that work for them. It's been very profitable with home movies and then, of course, DVDs, things like that. Even with recordable, VCRs, things like that, they thought that all that would bring about the ruin of the movie industry. Okay.
That's what we're doing with the streaming, right? A lot of people don't want to go to the movie theaters, and there's a lot of good reasons for that. Prices have increased dramatically just to get a movie ticket. Prices really, when they make their money, though, they're making it off of the concessions. That's why the concessions have gone up so much in price as well. But the experience won't go away, and I think that's why we're not going to see the demise of the movie-going experience, because it's still a novelty that we still all enjoy. I don't think that they would. Disney needs to make the profits for something like Black Widow. Mm-hmm. I still can't see them making the amount of money just through digital on demand as they could.
Oh, absolutely no way. Because if you get a code, then I'm going to ask you what your password is.
Or we all watch it together. That's still not going to be the same.
Well, no, because Derek said we can't watch it together. Remember?
We can't watch it together. So we watch it on Discord. Yeah. So
maybe we're just being guinea pigs during the streaming times.
Well, yeah. And then German Boy, you're right. That's one of the things I wanted to bring up. They have seen multiple AMC, Regal. They have all shut down their theaters for the time being.
Well, and that's almost mandated.
Yeah, that's because public places, and I can't go to CrossFit. It's a damn shame. I'm struggling right now. Had to do workouts at home.
Are we really doing a plug-in right now?
But for my local
I think we're fine.
Yeah, but I mean that is the nature of what we're seeing right now. But I don't think they'll be closed forever. Mm-hmm. And I don't think we're going to see. We've been talking about this for a long time. If they're going to change what gets released in theaters and what doesn't.
So here's a good statement.
That's true.
Disney Plus is not even available.
Not yet. I mean, UK, I think it's is it next month that's coming to the UK? Because I follow a Disney Plus fan group on Facebook, and a lot of the UK people in the group are saying, hey, we're going to get it. Do you think this will be on it? Do you think that'll be on it? Because they don't know really what's going to be on theirs.
Right. So, now that people are staying in more, do you think more Omnis will go out of print too? So I'm going to do a AMA tomorrow and ask me anything tomorrow. And I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of these questions because a lot of people want to know what's going on with books. And to the best of my knowledge, I'm going to try to answer as much as I can. And that will be tomorrow on the channel. I'll probably start at about 7:00. So I know we have a lot of European watchers, which is the reason why we started this so early tonight. Mm-hmm. So just stay tuned to the channel for that. And don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And welcome to everybody that's watching here new.
Yes.
Everything Omar hypes will be out of print.
So just
if you want a hernia, you won't need to go across.
I don't know. I've never gotten a hernia.
Okay, so D plus comes out
the
in
24th
UK,
of March. I knew it was either the end of this month or next month. So,
good.
Yeah,
So there you go. Now, one thing I've heard, and I was talking to my buddy Kyle about this, so shout out to my friend Kyle, who also schooled me on John Candy being in Home Alone, is that the Netflix and Hulu this is just a rumor right now, are apparently going to start streaming things in SD, right, instead of HD, because there's so many people hitting these servers up. And I can't even imagine with Disney Plus, because I mean, Disney Plus was a mess when it first came out. I can't imagine what those servers are going to do here in the next couple of weeks if people are working from home more and more.
Exactly.
Especially if we get a mandated lockdown or quarantine.
At least here in the United States.
Right?
I mean, other people have had those already.
What was your question? Please answer me, damn it. Answer me, please. What was the question? Let me go back.
What was the question?
Back whenever I lived in Chile, it cost $2.98 for a ticket of popcorn. Wait, that's not him. Whoops, sorry about that. But it would be an account. So
okay, he probably wrote a new comment.
Did you write another comment? No, he did not. Amanda, I was doing really good. And what was his name? Oh, no, you keep talking, and I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find El Torito.
But I mean, even Netflix is affected by this as well. I mean, they've had to shut down production of some of their shows, like Russian Doll. Their production was shut down. And then, of course, Apple's for their streaming service, Little America, and The Morning Show, their production was shut down as well.
Okay, so when I heard AT&T was gonna shut down DC Comics, by the way, yeah, never believe those rumors. Everybody has little clickbaity ads like movie theater shutting down.
We've got this.
Anyway, when I heard AT&T was going to shut down DC Comics, I was scared at first, but then I realized that what if this is all publicity stunt to get people to buy more comics? I mean, there's no denying that DC is hurting in sales, right? Like, and we can talk about more about that tomorrow, but Marvel sales were up like 16%, I think, the last time I looked, as opposed to DC. And yes, one can argue that Marvel puts out more books than DC, but why can't DC do the same? But like I said, we'll save those kind of questions for tomorrow. But was that your question, man? I'm sorry.
I think that was his question.
I don't know if you had another question or not. There was the UK hasn't been locked down yet, but I think that will change things.
Yeah.
We really don't know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah. Shonda Sook wanted to know how we're doing.
Are you guys affected personally by the coronavirus? Everything good? I had to cancel play dates for my daughters, and so they've been home. There's a case in my mom and dad's town, which is where my in-laws are.
Live. Yeah.
So I told them, if they need anything, do not go out.
They're all older. Yeah.
They're older, and my dad's had health issues. So as far as affecting me personally, work slowed down. It was nice. I woke up today, and I literally all day I had 4 work emails and 1 meeting. Done. So.
Yeah. I mean, I've had to work from home. Obviously, our kids are not in school right now. Oh, yay.
Shout out to Egypt. Much love, man, from America. Thank you for watching the channel.
Yes, thank you.
DC ain't going nowhere? No.
Not while they're still making money from maybe not Birds of Prey, but other things they're making money from.
Thank you, guys. Sorry if it felt too demanding. I just wanted to get my chance.
No, you're good.
No, it's okay. It's
not a problem.
It's sometimes a little hard to...
things start rolling real fast.
See, that's what I worry about. A bunch of these comic book shops closing, and that's more of the focus of what I'm talking about tomorrow.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is closed. Like, I mean, for me personally,
one, don't want the army sitting at the ends of my blocks. No, I don't want food delivered to me by the military.
Neither do I, unless it's by my husband.
Okay, well then there's a plus, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
But he's stuck in Texas right now, dealing with the quarantine.
Thoughts on the Van Damme Street Fighter movie? I know that he was high on pills, I think, during the making. So my thoughts is awesome after I learned that. Movie's horrible, by the way, if you've never seen it. How do I entertain your kids? Omar, bring them to your comic room and tell them you get to watch TV until... Oh, you don't get to watch TV until you've read every comic. Oh, my gosh. Now, my oldest daughter would be cool with that. Like, she would be all about that.
Yeah.
But I don't know about my youngest. She's starting to get into more and more comics. Birds of Prey failed because it was rated R. We can talk about it. We didn't get to review it. We went to see it, but...
We went to see it. Why didn't we get to review it?
I think it was because it was like a week after it was already out, and we decided...
that's right. We couldn't see it.
And then we were going to get together to do New Mutants, and we were going to get together to do...
Black Widow, but that's not going to happen now.
Whoa, wait, Amanda's from Texas?
No.
Her husband's stationed in Texas.
My husband's deployed in Texas right now. So.
Not stationed, sorry. Though.
Yeah, no,
you
can
answer your own question.
Yeah, so I mean that's why, but I don't still want the military on my block unless it means he's coming home.
Right.
But it won't be him coming home. he'd still be stuck down there.
How to entertain the kids? Let them raid the comic book shelf. Yeah, absolutely. I don't, unless it's top shelf material, and I think some of y'all know what that means. I don't mind them reading X-Men. I think my daughters are 8 and 10. They're old enough to read. I was reading this stuff when I was their age. Does your phone have an iPhone or an Android? Just being curious. I have an iPhone.
We have iPhones.
It's not like I'm above that.
Yeah.
Amanda's a single mother.
Yeah, right.
I forgot about that
Thank
joke.
you for that. Yeah, I did mention that quite a few times on that one show.
Everybody's like, I think your husband's going to be upset by the fact that you think you are single.
But on the plus side, speaking of that, I've gotten a lot done personally in my own home.
Mm-hmm.
I've changed up 2 rooms completely. My room where all my comic books are and my daughter's room I switched. So, and had to organize the other room to make it more like a workspace for myself. So I got a lot done on that end.
Javier, I thought your icon was a face, like a guy with sunglasses and a mustache when I was looking at it down here, but now it makes more sense.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of stuff is shutting down right now. It's so that's why I think even though good.
Thank you so much, Timmy Ray.
Yes, thank you.
And K-Dog, of course. Thank you so much for the kind words.
We appreciate that. Yeah. We know.
Are you into Star Wars comics by chance? As a matter of fact, Amanda just got into the novelization of Star Wars.
Yes,
right?
Oh my gosh.
I went through expanded universe, if you will.
Yes, Thrawn is my new favorite character. And I really wish that I know he's in the Rebels, but I really wish Disney would actually do something for like on Thrawn, like a movie, a TV show, get away from the Skywalker saga and do something on Thrawn. Yes, I would be all about that right now.
Do you think the current
But I read the books, not the comics.
She will be.
But I will be reading. I want to read
Dark
Dr.
Empire is
Aphra.
like one of the best.
Yes.
Oh, and Dr. Aphra.
Yeah, I want to read it. Yeah.
Do you think these current events will lead to an increase in digital sales?
You talking about movies or comic books?
I think in general.
In general,
I
can already see that happening. I mean, think about it. So here's a good thing to think about. If you go to iTunes movies, the fact that Contagion is the number 3 movie as far as like for purchase top movie on iTunes should tell you everything. Like something like this, when people are stuck at home, they can just.
But that happens every time, though. Anytime there's like a natural disaster. I remember 9/11 happened, right? 9/11 happened, and the rental of Independence Day and movies like that just skyrocketed.
Back when you go to Blockbuster.
Back when you go to Blockbuster, but like that's just the way humanity deals with things, right? We love to.
I watched Contagion over the weekend and thought
because you want to be ready. You want to be ready, Amanda.
Well, at least, yeah, I know, yeah, but it was still a little realistically terrifying. So,
see, I have some Spanish Star Wars comics, Omar, that might be coming your way. Thank you so much, Timmy Ray. Would you recommend collecting the Dawn of X trade paperbacks or individual title trade paperbacks? Honestly, I love the way the Dawn of X is done because I was going to do an overview of the New Mutants trade paperback, and I think that comes out next week or the following week. I was kind of pumping my brakes on those because I don't want to – how do I word it? I don't want to do overviews of books that aren't out yet with the idea that some of these books may be postponed for a month or two, right, until I hear back from Marvel. And I have been talking to David a little bit, but not very much because he's like at a conference right now. And he is super busy.
He's at a conference? They're letting them
hold on.
Hold
he said
conference?
something.
He's in New York City.
Oh, he's at retailer relief program.
Okay, I was like, my sister got in New York City as fast as she could as soon as the.
No, I mean everybody at Marvel was told to work from home and stuff. I got message from DC, like all my contacts at DC, they're working from home. All my contacts at Humanoids and IDW. I haven't even heard from Dark Horse. I think they've just so.
And it's interesting.
Amanda would love that. Yeah. I think I've told you about that book.
You have told me about the life story book. Yeah,
it's wonderful.
I did read. What is it that we just read?
X-Men's Where It's At.
Destiny.
If This Be My Destiny.
Destiny.
We're doing old reader, new reader next Tuesday. Oh,
and I'm gonna join.
My girl. So. Yeah, so we do things like that. We have a book club, so if anybody wants to read along with us, that'd be awesome. So we're doing Spider-Man If This Be My Destiny next Tuesday.
It's only a few issues, not that much.
The Green Lacer. No, but I'm assuming these were the kind of questions I was going to get tomorrow. So hopefully I'll talk to him a little bit if he has time. I know man's got to rest. Omar's casually name dropping all his contacts. I see. I didn't give names out. I just said some people. Look, Amanda. Dude, I thought we were done with the Amanda.
People just
people showing up. People
showed up and they realized.
What about My Spy with Dave Bautista? Amanda.
I don't know when that comes out.
I've seen movie posters.
I've seen the movie posters, but if it comes out like Artemis Fowl's the end of May.
That's been delayed, I'm sure. This channel introduced me to In Stock. Now we got another sponsor, cheapgraphicnovels.com. So
nope, it hasn't been delayed yet. It's still set for May.
That's
Artemis Fowl.
That's straight to video.
No.
Yeah, Amanda on old reader, new reader. Yippee. Look, somebody
That's not true.
So is Amanda back on the show? Woo! Y'all.
They're all
you know what?
one-offs,
I'm just gonna excuse myself. I'm gonna go upstairs. Y'all got questions for her. Hayden, what's up? Omar, should I hunt down the X-Men epics or grab the Omni reprints? Depends, man. Do you like oversized artwork? Go for the Omnis. If not, take the reprint or the epic route. It's a lot cheaper, man. Omar's talking about himself when he says David Gabriel. I am not.
So no,
when y'all doing X-Men Genesis 1991 or sometime this year. I that's my goal to do more X-Men stuff. We just did From the Ashes, so
yes, I was.
That's what I was joking about.
Okay, so I don't remember who it was talking about My Spy with Dave Bautista, which has already been delayed several times. That's why I thought it had already come out.
There you go.
And this brings up an interesting point. Get back to the topic of our actual
back to the topic. Okay.
So something like that, it's been delayed several times. And at this point, wouldn't it be better for something like that to just hit streaming, whether it be, whatever Netflix, or if it goes direct to on-demand video? Maybe it would make a better profit that way? And that's the only thing that we have to fear moving forward, is if we see smaller movies like that or like in NBC Universal's the Blumhouse stuff going straight to on demand early, and the profits they gain from that, will they think maybe this is a better format for certain types of movies over our Black Widows, our Mulans, like our big budget, our Avatars, things like that? They belong in movie theaters, but these smaller action comedies and stuff, we got to keep them out. I mean, because that could be one of the things we see with this outbreak and with this quarantine that everyone is experiencing right now, is maybe a change up. If they see certain movies become more successful streaming than they are in theaters, then why not just stick to releasing those streaming, especially with all these people having their own streaming services soon? Because NBC Universal, I mean, Peacock will come out eventually.
That's the one
HBO Max is May. And so anything Warner Brothers plans on coming out with, not Wonder Woman, but smaller films.
Wonder Woman still will go?
Yeah, right now it's Wonder. Yeah, they haven't made anything other than that.
I guess
I think anything end of May forward. Like someone mentioned something that's coming out in July. I don't remember. Jungle Cruise. Yeah, as far as I know, the only things that have been pushed back is anything from beginning of May to now, or from to this point. That's all that's been really delayed. Everything else is kind of up in the air. I think they're just trying to take it one day at a time and see how the government responds to everything, how the curve flattens out, if it does. I mean, we're already seeing in China, people are going back to kind of regular life. I know that Disney announced they were going to release all 4 Avengers films back in theaters in China. I think that's just because obviously they don't have anything coming out now because they've delayed everything to this point, and they have to re-strategize to get all these, moving parts. They can't send over actors and stuff like that. So see, no one else said Hulu.
Well, no. And that's something you and I talked about a year ago.
Oh, we did. We did about new music. Just put it on Hulu. We talked about it when we first heard about them acquiring Fox, and we were talking about the New Mutants. We're like, why don't they just they just put that? We just assume they put it on Hulu.
Exactly. We know those are coming.
One's going to be from Blumhouse. It's going to be a terrifying thriller.
Well, I was thinking of the guys that did Independence Day and 2012 and Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Those guys always cash in on disaster movies, right? So we know it's coming. Flatten that curve.
Flatten that curve, yeah. Children of Men, everything like that. We're just going to see a flush of those movies.
Hey, Children of Men was
it's a fantastic film. No, I agree. I'm just saying we're going to see films like that. Contagion, like.
Amanda being here is a one-off, like the return of Anthony Head in Buffy season 6 and 7.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I have. Calm down.
Same thing with Black Spider. They canceled it, right? You mean Black Widow? Black Widow? Black Spider. Unless there's a Black Spider movie that
and they didn't cancel anything. They just delayed.
Yeah,
nothing's been canceled
until further
notice. Right. Some of the other studios have given release dates for their stuff, future release dates, but yes.
Okay, so the main problem, if everything goes streaming, is that there's too many services,
and that's
most of them will be minimum $15, and that would be too expensive. Absolutely,
yeah.
Especially, part of the reason I'm going to tell you something that I think you already know, but I enjoy going to the movie theater because it is the one place, because I'm guilty of this unless it's something I really enjoy, that I can put away my phone, right? Because I want to be lost.
Yes.
And I forgot what that feels like because I'm so damn attached to this thing all the time. And I know I'm not the only one, but because I see people pull out their phones in the movie theater, but it's the nicest thing to just relax and get lost in the movie.
Well, yeah.
I can't do that at home. And unless I get lost in a series that's really, really well, but most of the time if I'm watching a movie, I'm like, oh, email's going off. What is that? Oh, Amanda's texting me some funny meme. Oh, hey, how you doing? Doesn't happen in the movie theater, and I enjoy that about going to the movie theater.
Yes.
So the phone addiction, I remember when you lost your phone for a day, you had what is it called? The ghost. Ghost pain, like phantom pain, phantom pain, or lifting your phone about Amanda. You don't have your phone.
Right.
You don't have your phone.
Why did I not have my phone? Because it broke. Oh, that was awful.
So I, for one, maybe it's old school or whatever, but I enjoy going to the movie theater. I will never.
Well, yeah, it's escapism, and that's really until you can get it. Yeah. Right. So I enjoy it. Timmy Ray had asked, "Is Batman delayed?" Yeah, they have halted production.
Well, they've stopped production on everything.
I know.
That's the thing.
Falcon, Winter Soldier, all the productions have been halted on all of the Marvel shows right now for Disney. Which, again, big issue Disney Plus. They have a lot of good backlog content from prior years, but a lot of people want new content, and I guess we all kind of thought we were going to be delivered more than what we got, which was pretty much The Mandalorian and some of the live action like Diary of Future President, things like that. But we were hoping that we'd get more of the Marvel content and stuff coming out, and we haven't yet. Now it's delayed. So I'm sure Disney's, I don't know, feeling a little tight right now.
Well, Disney is worried, right?
Yeah.
Not only is it movies, but look at all these franchises they own. Star Wars, Marvel Comics, right? Like it's going to affect them. Yes. So, I mean, then, the rumors of DC or AT&T selling DC or closing its doors. Now, what was it? The latest rumors is that Apple can come in and buy Disney because the stock is so low. And I'm like,
they're not going to do that.
Even if that happens, like, I don't know. I honestly, there's been a lot of conventions that are being closed. So I can see San Diego Comic-Con being pushed back. Free Comic Book Day was pushed back until June, I think.
A lot of stuff has been.
Yeah.
Now, and then Hayden brought up a good point. WandaVision had wrapped before. Some of these shows had wrapped, or they can do post-production. But
how much post-production can you do? Well, I realize everybody can work from home.
Yeah, they could do that stuff. Effects. But if they ever had to do any reshoots or anything like that, they won't be able to do that at this time. But at least
don't like the streaming, except live streams on YouTube. My man.
Yep.
And digitals prefer physical copies, both comics and movies. Oh, that was my point was about the rumors of Netflix and Hulu going to SD instead of releasing HD because of everybody hitting those servers.
Well, they gotta, yeah.
Oh my God, that's why I own that's why I own physical media, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wasn't question?
No, I thought you
were. There were a couple of good questions. So
I know I was trying to get through the.
So what do you think is going to end up happening? Like because we don't know the outcome of this yet. We don't know how long we're gonna.
Nope.
We don't know, right? So how long before Disney caves in and says, "Screw it, we got to release Black Widow on streaming, $20"?
They're whatever. Not going to do it.
Wait, we don't know though. I mean, how long?
We don't. I mean, how long were they willing to wait?
I'm talking if I say end of summer, if this hasn't passed in end of summer, they're gonna say, "Screw it, we got to get it out." They're gonna either through what is the service that people use, Apple or whatever?
Oh, use
format.
Oh, just use a digital
$20
on digital download, or
on demand or whatever.
On demand.
Yeah.
And just release it on all the on-demand platforms.
Mm-hmm.
I would be really surprised if they did, and if they just didn't push it back and then push Eternals back. If they push it back to November and then thereby pushing Eternals back in order to keep it, because I think they want to see it. For them, that's not the kind of movie where they're more worried about the profit so much as the experience, and so they want to see it go out in theaters. And so I think they'd be willing to push it back and wait, especially with people like if James Bond's can wait till November, why can't Black Widow wait till Disney's not that Disney? I do not see Disney in the position.
Here's the difference, though,
that they're struggling, that they have to push it out.
Nobody has any idea where they're going with Bond. There is a plan with Marvel Comics.
Well, yeah,
and there's contracts with Marvel Comics, and these actors.
Understood, but they've had changes to the Marvel timeline before with all their plans too.
But I'm saying every time you push something back, that delays everything else. Well, it's a domino effect, right?
Yes.
So you delay. Did you just look at the camera? Did you just break the fourth wall? Anyway,
I can ask my sister about this. She deals with all the contracts. On that end.
It's a domino effect of this gets pushed back. What, does that mean Spider-Man work from home or whatever they end up calling it? That gets pushed back until 2022, right? If things are as bad as they may be, these movies get pushed back until 2021. Do the rest of the movies? Well, they haven't even started production or anything.
Well, it means they have to go back to the contracts. They have to go back and look at those things.
Just the delay of movies, right? You would have to delay all the other movies that were supposed to come out next year.
Well,
what about Shang-Chi?
Understood.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Hell, I mean, they just wrapped up.
But it is, and you have to understand, it's not just Disney's not just worried about the Marvel movies. It's not like they don't have other movies coming out. They have Disney's Soul coming out. They have other. They have
Pixar's a little bit different, right? You don't require live action actors for that.
No, but they have to also be mindful of other things coming out in the timeline. So like one of the shows
compete against themselves.
Yeah, not themselves or other people coming out. Because like one of the shows that I watch on YouTube, they had a big discussion about the issue with Bond being released in November, and then but what else is coming out in that time period? Because now you're getting in, because where it was before, it could stay at the top spot a lot longer, right? Mm-hmm. But now coming out in November, right around this Christmas season, it may not stay at number one very long. It may not keep those ticket sales it could have if it had come out when it was really supposed to in April, right? And a lot of movies a lot of theaters, or not theaters, a lot of companies have to consider that stuff when they're going to be pushing these things back to make it profitable for them. I don't think they're just going to release stuff to streaming just to release it streaming. Yes, honey, what's up?
There's
Mom,
what?
Alicia's mom told me, and Lydia told me not to go up their beds.
Okay, well, it's probably safer that way, honey.
Oh, yeah, but I want to go there.
You want to go up there?
Meanwhile, don't forget to smash that like button.
Sorry, guys. We got distracted.
Our kids,
our kids
down here. Okay. Take your cousin upstairs.
Mommy quietly?
Yeah, but I want to go up there.
Okay, take your cousin up there and play with her.
Okay, Elise's gonna take you back upstairs. Okay.
This is all cousins do.
Sorry, guys.
They fight and argue and make each other cry. One of the problems with the MCU movies and show is that they feed off each other, right? And storylines are interwoven.
And you're right. They may not be able to switch up the list. But again, we also know that the shows are pushed back as well because Loki's been delayed.
This is the best comment, guys. What's going on?
That's all right. With these kids that sometimes.
There's children everywhere. Just like there's going to be 9 months from now, everybody's going to have kids because everybody's quarantined.
Not me, but
if you have a kid, then you got.
Yeah, good. My husband's gonna have a lot of questions.
Do you think people? Let's see. Do you think since people have been inside, they will go see movies when they go? I say
I could see that.
Honestly, see Cabin Fever, and no matter when whatever happens for the first weekend, whether it's Trolls 2 Underground or something that you wouldn't even see,
Onward, we'll see an uptick in movies.
You're gonna see a huge like the studio that releases the very first couple of movies out that first weekend, they're gonna hit the jackpot. Because even if it's a crappy movie, it doesn't matter. It's that experience, right? Like, I'm going the hell out of the house.
I'm sitting next to someone directly next to me, not like 2 feet apart. Yeah. So, but as far as the movie schedules and the TV schedule for Marvel, I would imagine, because it's not just the movies getting delayed, it's also the TV shows getting delayed. So they are going to have to work that stuff around. And they know they have production issues. They always have to account for those. If they're good project managers, they would have anticipated these risks. I just did a project management course, 2-day training, so I'm all about it right now. They would have anticipated the risks, and they would have some workarounds. So Kevin Feige, while they might have these very detailed timelines and schedules, he has to know, he had to have built in somewhere where he could move things around and make it still work, because then he would be doing himself and Disney a disservice. And that man's too smart for that. I think so. Anyways, I don't know. I could be wrong.
You almost have to take you got to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
And somebody smart, would have to think ahead. You always have to, because I mean, honestly, we weren't ready for this. Nobody was, right? We didn't think anything.
Our healthcare system wasn't ready for it. No one was ready.
Omar, are you checking out the new Warriors? I don't think so, man. I don't know what's going on with that. I was like, is this a joke? We'll talk about that tomorrow, Hayden. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yes.
Are you excited about Eternals?
Yes.
I'm not.
I am.
I mean, he's not. I'm not.
I know. Drummer boy says not. I am, though.
Eternals is one of those hard-selling comic books to me. I was never, even if Jack Kirby was involved, Neil Gaiman, I don't know. I never really enjoyed them. But
I don't really need to say
I'm curious to see what they are going to do with the movie, because it's going to be a different kind of experience for the movie.
Yes, it won't be I don't think it'll be very similar to the comic. I mean, they're going to change.
No, they would
just
have
like
to
they've done with
up.
The movies that we have out now.
Yeah,
do a good job of paying homage, but not
right.
Yeah.
Omar and Amanda and everybody. This is a good question. What's your favorite childhood movie? I have a lot. Somebody else.
Oh, God.
Let's do this one first.
Yeah.
What's a guilty pleasure? Because I have several, right? And one of them
what's the guilty was just generally what's your guilty pleasure?
Movie. What's a guilty pleasure movie for you? Mine is easy. Mine is Meatballs Part 2. Nobody in their right mind should say Meatballs Part 2. But that is one of my guilty pleasures.
I think.
Thank you so much, Blake.
Mine is.
I appreciate the nice compliment, man. Thank you.
My guilty pleasure movie is probably Hitch with Will Smith and Kevin James.
I went with Meatballs Part 2 and you said Hitch. Okay. Well, yeah, it's your guilty pleasure, though.
Yes, which basically, if I didn't watch the live action,
movie,
it was, but in this day and age, it'd be a hard movie that you could look back on in this day and age and be like, well, that was acceptable.
Hayden, God bless you.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm not judging that. That's a good move. Everyone's got their guilty pleasure. I do actually like that movie.
That was so bad, though, because it was like
Beyonce was in that one.
They literally took the script of 2 and went, "I'll just copy and paste even the jokes."
Okay, back to the. What about childhood movies?
Soul Plane. I want to see some of these answers.
Did anyone say Snakes on a Plane? Sharknado.
Kung Fu Hustle was awesome. I showed that to my daughter a couple weeks ago. We loved it. Sharknado. I never saw the sequels to those.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
La La Land.
Oh.
X-Men Origins Wolverine. Okay.
Love Actually be another one that would be mine.
I love Love Actually.
Or The Holiday. Can you tell the theme here? Pride and Prejudice, the Keira Knightley. That is, I could just sit and watch that movie all the time. I don't know if that's a guilty pleasure because it's a beautiful film.
On Love Actually.
I made the score from the Pride and Prejudice, the Keira Knightley version, my wedding songs and stuff that we walked down the aisle to. I love that. I absolutely love that soundtrack. Anyway. Evolution.
Anchorman.
Is that the one with David Duchovny?
Yes.
Yes. Anchorman is a fantastic film. I'm in a glass cage of emotion.
Hot Shot. Dude, Hot Shots. When I get old, I want to be Lloyd Bridges' character from Hot Shots, where he was. There's an amazing scene where he's talking to Charlie Sheen, and he's like, "Hey, thanks for having."
Is this an 80s movie too?
This is a 90s movie. Keep up. Come on now. Anyway, he's talking to Charlie Sheen's character, and he's like, "Hey, thanks for having Thelma and I over last night for dinner." And he's like, "Sir, you didn't come over for dinner." He's like, "Where the hell was I? And who the hell's Thelma?" Oh man, I love that character so much. But Long Kiss Goodnight, Airplane, oh dude, any of those Stucker films, man. Naked Gun, oh my God, Police Squad,
Spice Girls movie. Oh, Nocturne, you won my vote. That is
Step Brothers. Yes, Step Brothers. I love watching that. I'm not even a big Will Ferrell fan.
I am.
This, right?
I love Will
and
Ferrell.
I love Step Brothers.
I didn't see Holmes and Sherlock, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because I heard it was really bad. Oh, Heavyweights with Kenan Thompson and Ben Stiller is a fantastic film as well.
Isn't one
Space
of those
Jam,
kids,
you can watch that now.
One of those kids like on meth now?
No, that was Mighty Ducks.
But he was also in heavyweights.
Oh, you're right. Goldberg
Come
was
on
in
now.
heavyweights.
Keep up with your 90s stars.
Shame.
Ben Affleck with Daredevil. Just tuned in. No
Meanwhile,
idea what
Joshua
you're talking about. I'm going to
Jackson's
say
living his best
Encino
life.
Man. The
Encino
one with
Man's
Pauly
good.
Shore and Brandon Fraser, right?
This makes me want to watch a bunch of 90s movies right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Oh, Sky High, the movie. 13th Warrior. Dude, 13th Warrior was so badass. Remember the scene where we're sitting in the campfire and he's learning their language? And oh, I love that scene. That was a good way of just showing how somebody can learn a foreign language. Oh, loved it.
Yes,
anyway.
Eric, yeah, Pitch Perfect is you and your wife and I agree.
Rocketeer, that's what's up. My wife agrees.
Kindergarten Cop. Oh, wow.
That's the girls have a vagina, boys have a penis.
Yes.
Highlander. Hola, mi gente, Mr. Vic. Mallrats. Oh, dude, Mallrats. See, but Mallrats isn't even a guilty pleasure. Mallrats is a good movie to me. Now, Dogma was my favorite. Oh, no, Chasing Amy. Oh, just tune in for a second. What's up, Thomas? Mortal Kombat. My wife agrees with you, the Gamers Files. Just tune in for a second before bed, and Amanda's here. How late can I say? Amanda, really?
There's a lot of, I like how there's a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies listed here as like movies that are guilty pleasures. Yes, he is not.
Big Trouble in Little China. It's not a tumor. That's right. I love Big Trouble in Little China. That's an excellent movie, though. What was the other question? It was
childhood movies.
All right, so yeah, what's your favorite? What are some of your favorite childhood movies? So I can go with Goonies, Never Ending Story, Dark Crystal,
Homeward Bound,
Land
Before Time. Yeah, The Incredible Journey.
Oh, dude, Land Before Time.
Land Before Time. I remember that was my first movie I ever saw. That I remember in my memory, I guess, as a child. I would have been like 4, I think, 3 or 4 when it came out. And I just remember crying a lot when his mother had died. Spoilers for anyone who's seen Land Before Time, but.
Another guilty pleasure of mine, I don't know if anybody's seen this, was Shoot 'Em Up. Have you seen Shoot 'Em Up? Oh, God, that movie's brilliant. Dude, it's Clive Owen. He's like an assassin. Oh, it's so badass. He stabs somebody in the eye with a carrot. Brilliant movie.
But yeah, childhood movies are definitely.
So childhood movies, Willow. Did you like Willow?
Oh, I liked Willow, yes.
Willow, Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, Never Ending Story.
Someone said Fern Gully, Goonies. Which is a fantastic film. Okay,
my wife would say
our
Fern
childhood
Gully.
Movies are going to be a little bit
Page Master, Beastmaster. I think I've shared this on the panel episodes before,
yes,
where I saw the Beastmaster. My brother and I were in Chicago.
Oh, I remember this story.
And I could not remember his name. And all I remember was Beastmaster. And I told my brother, I'm like, dude, this is the Beastmaster. My brother was like, no, it's not. I'm like, he's getting into that car. It's the taxi. And then my brother looks at him. He's like, oh, shit, you're right. It is the Beastmaster. And we looked at each other like, what's his name? And I was like, obviously now I remember, right?
Yeah.
Mark Singer. But I yelled, Beastmaster! And dude, he looked back at us and was like, what's up?
That's
awesome. I was like, yes!
All right, a lot of good. Hook, yes. Casper, yes. Devon Sawa was a crush of mine when I was a little girl. So Now and Then is also one of my.
I think he was a lot of crushes for boys too, because he looked like a little girl.
Spider-Man 2. Oh, I was in high school when that came out.
Back to the Future 1. Yes, sir.
Let's see. Goofy movie. Great movie. I love watching
I've never seen it. I was out of high school.
There's some good songs in there. Oh, seeing it eye to eye, seeing it eye to eye, baby.
And we just got a copyright him. My kids discovered Free Willy today. Dude, that Michael Jackson song. I believe
I had a crush on that kid.
Fly.
Any white kid with that haircut, I had a crush on.
I believe I can touch this. Nope, wrong song.
Nope, that's R. Kelly.
I know.
That was from Space Jam.
I was messing. I swear I was messing.
Hold me like
that's it.
Wow,
what was that? Insanity. Are you in church? What are you doing?
I think so. Oh my God.
Will you be there? That's the
Will you
song.
be there?
And that's what kind of fun you have on this stream. We never know where we're going.
I'm gonna make Omar watch it. Is it on Disney Plus? I know the Extremely Goofy movie is on, but I don't remember if I saw Goofy movies. I remember looking for it. But not to fear, I own the Goofy movie, so I will make Omar watch it because I own it. Because I wanted Lyndon to watch it.
She did make me watch something that was pretty Hocus Pocus.
Oh,
I had never seen Hocus Pocus.
He'd never seen Hocus Pocus before, and I said, "How could you never seen that before? It's one of those Halloween movies that you watch."
I always used to get Hocus Pocus and what's it called?
Practical Magic, which is not even the same thing. One is a romantic movie about adult witches. The other one is a fun, friendly children's story.
Whatever.
What am I, a professional singer? Oh, shut up.
No, don't. She has been booed off stage before. Don't do that to her.
I have not been booed off stage. I love me some karaoke.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Also a good film.
Hey, he's coming back.
He's coming back to do the Disney Plus series.
The world needs Rick Moranis.
Which, again, is also halted production because of everything that's going on.
So the world needs
Rick Moranis
back.
He's a good man.
It's a good time for the world to have him back. Hocus Pocus is the best. Hype for the Disney sequel. Hayden, don't start rumors. Don't start rumors. Clue, hell yes, with Tim Curry.
Yes.
I love that ending. How about movies that scared you as a child? Terminator 1. Let me tell you, Amanda still gets scared by movies, so I don't know if she can. What was the first movie you remember being scared? Like I purposely watched horror movies with my parents. So
I never watched horror movies, but the things that enter my mind are
dude, and that girl's fine now. She was in Buffy. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes.
What's her name?
Michelle Trachtenberg.
Nerd.
Is the It TV movies that with Tim Curry. But actually, one of the things that scared me to start off with was actually Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman and Keanu Reeves.
With
my dad. Yeah, with my dad. It just was really I was very young when it came out. So it was weird. I remember my dad watching it. And we had sneaked downstairs. Sneaked, and I had caught it. I think it sneaked.
I snuck down. We snuck downstairs, right?
Okay.
I mean, I'm not the English major here, and English is my second language.
Anyways, but that scared me. I've never watched a lot of other scary movies, like when I was young.
It's
Jurassic Park maybe it scared me a little bit when we went to go see it in theaters, but I was not really.
I can see that.
But
it's hard for me to get scared.
My daughter was not scared of Jurassic World.
The very first time I think I was like 5 years old, and my parents were watching The Exorcist, and I was not supposed to be watching, but I watched it. So, but I think later on, I think it was in the 6th grade when we watched Pet Sematary. And Pet Sematary is not that scary of a movie, but it's the flashback of her feeding her sister that's all like has scoliosis. I don't know what she had. Oh, geez, dude. That scene scares the crap out of me. Like, even now. Omar's dead inside. Confirmed.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Pee-wee, Big Adventure? Tell him Large Marge sent you?
You know what's actually gave me nightmares when I was a child? Beavis and Butthead. I had a really terrible nightmare of them trapping me in my closet. So
dude. Wait.
Those, for some reason, they were just... Because we watched a lot of Daria when I was growing up, and so of course you'd end up seeing Beavis and Butthead because Disney or because MTV, and there's something about those characters that really just I don't know what it was. So I had nightmares about Beavis and Butthead. And,
interesting.
And after because of the Bram Stoker Dracula, I would like sleep with my my covers all the way up to my neck so that I wouldn't get bit by a vampire.
Oh, I used to do that. Okay, no joke. Nobody can make fun of me, but I still do that. I still sleep with a cover, not up here, but I have to have something. You can ask my wife. I have to have some kind of cover on, because if I don't, an alien's going to come and abduct me, and it all comes from a movie about what the hell was it? It was a bad movie. It was a B movie, but it was from the 80s. Mars, Invaders from Mars or something like that.
Yeah.
Where they came, and I just saw the kid get abducted, and I'm like, because he didn't have his covers on. That's why I gotta have my covers on. I'm not gonna get abducted. Right.
First movie I saw in theaters was Land Before Time. I remember being very, very young, like 3.
Star Wars. The one I remember seeing was Return of the Jedi, I think. But before that, it was like 101 Dalmatians.
The live action or the
Fire in the Sky, baby. That was a good movie too. I just rewatched that with my daughter.
Mars Attacks would be a good
Mars Attacks was not it. It was the Invaders from Mars. I love the way those little aliens talk. This is a Tim Burton movie. Dude, Tales from the Crypt, the movie? So good, though. So, okay. Last question, then we got to get going. What's your favorite comedy? I know you and I differ because we come from different generations.
We do come from very different generations.
I would say things like, what we were talking about earlier. Airplane, Kentucky Fried Movie. Man, I'm going to get you, sucker. What about you?
Yeah, I'm a damn frat boy when it comes to my favorite
Van Wilder's.
No,
Van,
I don't
what the
like
hell
that
was
stuff. No,
Van
not
Wilder?
Van Wilder. No, yes, Anchorman is one of my favorites. Hangover is another one of my favorite movies. Is favorite comedies.
Don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood. I love that movie. All right, go ahead. No, don't feel. We come from different generations.
We do, and different backgrounds.
Different backgrounds,
yes,
right?
I mean, yeah. But I mean, Anchorman was one of my up there.
Anchorman.
I love.
Did you like Bruce Almighty? Did you like that?
Yeah, I don't say it's my favorite comedy.
Well, I'm not saying it's.
I mean, I don't quote
favorite.
it. Like I can quote Anchorman, Talladega Nights. I can quote a lot of that stuff. Like
Talladega Nights was good though. I like that one as well.
Superbad was fantastic. Also, one of like anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
For me, I think my humor really evolved once I got to college, and that's where when I look at my movies that I think are comedies that I go back to, it's my college years, and I think this has to do with my experience, right?
Yeah. In college.
Well, maybe.
Beverly Hills Ninja with not John Candy, but Chris Farley.
Yeah, that's the Chris Farley.
Spaceballs. Yeah, a lot of Mel Brooks films. Monty Python. You know, The Meaning of Life.
I mean, I'd love
Life of Brian.
Yeah. Holy Grail.
Wedding
Crashers. No, Salmon, you're right. Wedding Crashers. That is it. No,
she quotes that movie all the time.
Mom, the meatloaf.
Spaceballs. Mall Cop with the.
It's Wedding Crashers. I lied. I can't even believe I didn't think about Salmon. Thank you so much. Dodgeball. See, I definitely have a certain kind of humor, and it's like,
and there's nothing wrong with that. But also,
but Malibu Most Wanted is a fantastic film too.
Tropic
when he
Thunder.
gets harpooned in the butt.
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder is a great movie.
Tropic Thunder.
Now that's a good movie too. These are just the
I'm
kind of
canning your ass. Oh my god, dude, that movie.
You're Australian. Speak Australian.
I'm the dude that's playing the dude that's
Robert Downey Jr. should have got an Oscar for that role.
My wife and I enjoy
Dodgeball is also fantastic.
Yeah, it is. My wife and I also enjoy things like Meatballs Part 2 and what's the other one that we really like? Napoleon Dynamite. Like we both really like Napoleon Dynamite too. It's not certain humor. It's just Vince Vaughn.
That is.
And I'm not a big Vince Vaughn fan.
But
but I did appreciate old school, but not really. Blades of Glory. Did you like Blades of Glory? That was with
John whatever his name is from Napoleon Dynamite. Yes. Mm-hmm. I can't think of his last name.
I can't either.
Starts with an H. I can't think of
Heder.
John Heder.
Yeah. Thank you.
John Heder. Sorry.
Heder. Whatever.
Okay. Give me a second. But yes, all of those.
No Love for Meatballs Part 3. That's with McDreamy. Look at you, Mr. Awesome. Wet Hot American Summer was classic. I never did watch the series.
Oh yeah, I saw the series. I watched it.
Super Cops.
It was funny watching the actors try to act like
Super Troopers. Super Troopers.
Again, and they're all in their 40s, except for Paul Rudd because he still looks the same. But other than that, yeah, you know.
The Jerk. That was a good one.
Steve Martin films. Yeah.
Harlem Nights. Always was a fan of that. Bridesmaids. You like Bridesmaids?
I love Bridesmaids. I like Kristen Wiig. So we were at Omar's house. What was it? Sunday we came over? Saturday for his birthday.
Did y'all put Bridesmaids on?
No, but we were watching a lot of SNL skits with some older stuff. And Bill Hader, Kristen Wiig, some of my favorite people.
That she knows personally.
That I know personally. I wish I did. I wish I knew Bill Hader. Barry is fantastic.
Not a comedy.
It is a dark comedy, and it actually has some really funny moments that are just not like supposed to be that.
Good Burger.
Girls Trip was funny. I like that movie too, with Tiffany Haddish and Jada Pinkett Smith, and yeah.
Oh, okay. Waterboy.
Yeah.
Dude, the last time I went, I remember the last time I laughed really hard at the entire movie was There's Something About Mary. I think
that's the last time?
It's been a long time. The entire movie made me crack up.
Man,
there are scenes in Old School that I like, but I mean, as far as the entire movie from beginning to
Neighbors is pretty funny.
I don't know what that is.
With Zac Efron and Seth Rogen. There were some scenes that were pretty hilarious in that movie.
Okay, Happy Gilmore was excellent.
We Are the Millers is a great film too. That's with Jason Sudeikis and Jennifer Aniston. They weren't really married, and they kind of get those two kids.
How did you not mention I Love You, Man?
Oh, I do.
You're always quoting that stupid Paul Rudd thing.
Slapping the best.
Yeah, that one.
Slapping the best, man.
Yep,
She's like, you sound Jamaican.
Liar, liar.
Oh,
There's so many good ones. There's a lot. And
Baywatch is funny. The bad.
Baby, I don't think I've seen Baywatch.
Oh, I did.
Is that
I watched
the new
it.
Baywatch with The Rock?
And Zac Efron. Man, he's getting brought up a lot.
Yeah. So
50 First Dates. Now, I think that is a fantastic film, just in general. That's one of those I could also sit down and watch it over and over again.
And she knows where it's going to end.
I know exactly how it's going to end, but I still love it. With the little waffle houses that he makes. And the stupid penguins that almost get run over because he's trying to get her attention.
Night School. Was Night School good?
I haven't seen Night School.
You know what? I like Jumanji. That was cute. The first and second one.
The new ones
that was pretty funny. Yeah, the first and second, or the new.
Yes.
But I'm also a big Robin Williams fan too, so I like Good Morning Vietnam and things like that. But
yes, this is interesting. You guys show our live stream, Calvin.
Let me tell you, we talk a lot to each other.
We do a lot,
and we never run out of things to talk about. So we could potentially do something like that, even without alcohol.
Because we're not even drinking right now.
No, when we I almost said when we alcohol. When we drink,
when we alcohol,
we do about 2-hour streams. But so let's do this again. Come on.
Yes.
Bye. Or I'll come to your house and we can chill and watch things and then review movies or whatever it is. Whenever Black Widow comes out, we'll review Black Widow when it comes out in July on streaming services.
You'll see me next week when I do Spider-Man. Because I'm not
back.
You're
gonna do Spider-Man?
I'm gonna do Spider-Man. If it's Tom Holland, I'm gonna fucking do him. I
think he's underage.
No, he's not. He's like 23 years old.
Anyway, how old is my girl, Florence Pugh?
The same age.
Yeah, that's what's up. It's different from,
No, it's not.
I'm kidding. I just love pissing her off.
We're gonna read with Maddie. We're gonna talk about If It Be My Destiny, Spider-Man.
If This Be My Destiny.
If This Be My Destiny.
So close. That's Old Reader, New Reader, Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So I'll be there for that.
Yep.
So yes.
And she's always welcome back. For
yeah,
that. People
obviously,
love seeing you.
Tom
Holland looks.
He just looks 16, yes, but he's not. But luckily, people think I look young, so I'm okay.
Do they?
Yes.
Okay. What were we talking about? Omar out there creepy. Guys, I was just saying that, she's a really attractive young lady. And she's very talented. She's great.
She's very talented. Actress. I love.
And she looks amazing in that suit. Looks amazing in that suit.
Thank you, Timmy Ray. I love you too.
So, thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Amanda, sign us off.
Oh,
Robin Hood Men in Tights. Yes, I love that movie.
Men. I think this is, before we all exit out, this is why I like certain movies. It's just if I can relate, if they have a song or something I can relate.
That's all they need.
I really believe it really has a lot to do with it. I think about all these movies that I really enjoy, and it's about the music, whether it be the soundtrack, the music in the actual movie, whatever it is. There's something about it. Men in Black movies. Nod your head. I mean,
I was thinking more of the memorable lines in Robin Hood Men in Tights, where he was like, "You lost your arms in battle, but you grew some pretty nice boobs." I could see. Anyway, thank you all so much. Oh, thank you, Justin Page. Thank you so much.
High School Musical. Yeah, that's why I love High School Musical.
No,
and I like High School Musical, the series.
My boy Tyler, Matt, shout out to you. So you drop a video.
Yes, thank you, Tyler. I was
glad Amanda was here to carry this. God bless. Really, guys?
Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And remember to ring the bell for notification of more great Near Mint condition content. Remember to follow us on all of our Near Mint social media channels. I think we still have a Patreon, so remember to subscribe to that. We also still have shirts on Redbubble. Remember to buy some of those.
We do.
And just do not forget, guys, if it is classy and cool, it must be Near Mint. Have a good night, and I will talk to you all soon.
Bye, everybody. Stay
safe.
Good job.